On a quiet December night, a call came in that would change everything for one family. A body had been found, lying motionless in a dimly lit alley. The police arrived quickly and declared it an accident. The file was stamped closed within 24 hours. No further investigation, no questions answered. But one small detail, a single piece of evidence, refused to stay buried, because sometimes the dead do not stay silent. It was just after midnight when the family received the news. Emergency lights flashed outside their home. Neighbors whispered about what had happened. The police described it as a tragic accident, a simple misstep, a misfortune that could happen to anyone. But the position of the body, the timing, something didn't add up. Witnesses nearby gave statements that seemed minor at first, but in hindsight, each word was a puzzle piece. By morning, the story was written: cause of death, accidental fall, no foul play. News outlets ran a brief paragraph. The case seemed closed. The file was filed. No one asked deeper questions. No one questioned inconsistencies. To the public, it was a tragedy. Over. But for those closest to the victim, it felt unfinished. The investigators didn't notice it at first. A bruise in a place that didn't match the fall. The timeline the police published conflicted with witness statements. One neighbor remembered hearing a sound that didn't fit the official report. Each detail, small on its own, hinted that the official story might not be the truth. At first, witnesses spoke freely, but soon things changed. Some recanted their statements, others refused to speak at all. Fear, pressure, or confusion silenced them. The family noticed the shift. People who had once been helpful became distant, nervous, or evasive. What was happening behind the scenes? Why did some witnesses suddenly seem afraid to talk? Within 24 hours, the investigation was labeled complete. Some evidence was never tested. Autopsy reports had inconsistencies that were ignored. The detectives moved on to other cases. The family was told to grieve, accept the official story, and move on. But grief doesn't erase questions, and truth doesn't disappear simply because someone stamps a file closed. The family refused to accept the conclusion. They hired independent investigators. They reviewed the autopsy themselves. They examined overlooked details. Letters were sent, calls were made, documents requested, but answers remained scarce. The official case remained closed. Yet for the family, the story was far from over. Years later, the file is still closed. The case is still marked solved. Yet the questions remain. The details still haunt those who care. If you believe some cases deserve a second look, subscribe to NightTrace. We don't chase headlines. We chase the truth they left behind. What really happened that night? Some believe it was an accident, pure misfortune. Others whisper of a cover-up, mistaken identity, evidence that was deliberately ignored. Each theory has flaws. Each theory leaves questions unanswered, but all point to the same truth. Something was hidden. Something the authorities didn't want the public to see.